And we are live.
All right.
Woo! Man, we've got Lori, you're here, MajorXero, Big Daddy Age, Jamie's Random Content, Cool Running, Whiskey Corner, Crazy Ann. How's everybody doing? We've got folks in the house, and we don't have to be in a big damn rush tonight because
That's good.
we don't have to spin for the win at the end. Thinking about changing that up. Hanakalani Creations is here. Welcome, welcome. I'm thinking about changing it up next time, and I want to make sure everybody understands. And I'll keep announcing this throughout the quarter. But I think I'm gonna Tater Dom. How's it going? I think I'm gonna go in reverse order on the spin next time.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna give away third prize first, and then second, and then first.
Okay.
And here's why. Because after the first prize was given away, the air went out of most people's balloons, except for MajorXero, who won it. And I just want to make sure everybody's cool with that because, I don't want people coming up first on the spin. Oh, you changed it. Well, I did change it, but yeah. I announced it the whole time so we know what to expect. Yeah, but let me go ahead and get this first hashtag out there, and we'll give people plenty of time to put it in. Tonight's top 10, I called it value for proof. Okay, so these are bourbons that are higher proof, and when I say higher proof, I mean higher than 100, right? And we're going to have some honorable mentions tonight, but we're going to start off with one of the cheaper ones that I think is a decent flavor. I mean, you're going to get it's not great, okay, but it's only $30, and it's Old Granddad 114 at 114 proof, and the hashtag is OGRD, and I just abbreviated all these because I like to keep it short and sweet because I know a lot of people watch from their phones. They can't really copy and paste or whatnot, but I'm trying to go no more than 4 digits on these things. So, Old Granddad, I've had a couple of bottles of it. I don't have one on my shelf right now. It's but what's another one, Mark, that's around $30 that you like? Kabam! Now,
less than $30 right there, baby.
It's 101. Which is barely above 100, but
it's above 100. It's not an 80 proofer for 50, $60. How many of those have you seen? 80, 86, 94 proofish?
Right. Now, what I did do for tonight is I didn't do, easier to get stacked, than Old Granddad 114. What I didn't go too low, but I also just picked. And I will tell you, we're going to be inching up. And here's caveat. Prices vary geographically. I'm giving a general price range for these things on here. Even I can't get some of these for that, but some other people can, right? I might have to pay $55 for something where somebody gets it for $48, or I might get it for $47 and somebody pays $52. We're in the range there. But
store markups and stuff like that. So
absolutely, yeah. So with all those caveats, and that's the way it's always going to be on these. But I'm trying to bring you a value because there are some good cast strength bourbons out there that can run you over $100 easy. Easy. And I know Booker's they've priced themselves out for me.
Yeah, they're 115-ish, 120, something like that.
Yep, somewhere along in there. I think I paid 122 or something for this last one, which it did not make the list because it's not a value bourbon.
The old box of bourbon. Oh, here's you one. Like $35 or something for that one. Bond, 100 proofer.
Now I have the full proof.
Yeah, I like that one a little better too, though.
Yeah.
But I saw this one this time recently. And I'm like, well, I'll go ahead and try that one. I haven't tried it. I got a full proof. I like it. It's a good one.
Oh, yeah. The full proof is good. It just depends on what night it is. Right now, I'm drinking Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Mm-hmm.
And my bottle is 116.8. Now they kind of vary a little bit on these. I think I have it's on the list later.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
That one, I don't know. I haven't tried a Claremont. Never seen that
No,
one really.
I don't know. I haven't either. Oh, that was another thing too. We're going to have some honorable mentions because I tried to find stuff that was widely distributed. And I know old Granddad 114 is getting kind of hard to find. It may drop off the radar one of these days.
I see it.
Yeah, I do too. In that little plastic
house.
bottle with the screw top. Yeah.
No, I see the regular,
No. Yeah, the glass. Yeah.
Regular glass ones. I see those. And the bonded. I like both of those. They're actually pretty good pours.
Yep. Tater Dome.
Cheers, William Hall. Tater
And William
Dome.
Hall,
Carlos,
Gandy
Whiskey
Road.
Corner.
All right, man.
Gandy
What's going
Road.
on?
Oh, that smells sweet.
Yeah, there's several of them that made the list. The other thing about having cryptic hashtags is you don't know what the hashtag is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so
here we go.
I could give you my whole list and you still probably wouldn't be able to put in all the hashtags because I just come up with junk to go down there.
1792 is coming across pretty sweet.
That bottled and bond?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know people talk about that wild turkey funk.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, and it's personal preference. My palate does not like Maker's Mark as much.
Yeah.
I think Maker's Mark has this twinge tangy thing in it that it doesn't resonate with me. Now, I have a bottle of Maker's Mark right there. I'll drink it. And I like a Maker's Old Fashioned if I'm out and about like that. Thrash Life, what's going on?
Thrash.
But I like, Wild Turkey, I know it has a flavor in it that I can distinguish, but it doesn't bother me. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm more partial to Wild Turkey than I am to Makers myself. I went through a couple different bottles of Makers. So I had bottled the 101 Makers, and it's good, but it just doesn't quite suit my palate as good as other ones.
Yeah, I've had somebody sent me a sample of the Maker's cast strength, and the problem is it's barrel to barrel to barrel.
Oh yeah,
and that's another thing you got to be leery of. And the one I had was pretty good, so I got another sample from someone else, and I didn't like it as much. So there you go. It's the same thing like ECBP, right? The Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. It depends on which one you get through the releases. And
I've got 3 or 4 different bottles of that.
Oh yeah,
I got the newest one too, the C923. It's pretty good. It's comes across a little oaky for me, but
I'm hanging on to a little bit of the B520 just until I decide to pull the trigger and get another one. And then I want to compare them. But like I said on a Booker's 2019-03 until the 2023-03 came out, and the profile that people were describing about it resonated with me, and I was like, man, this may be as good as the 2019-03. So I went and bought it. You got birds. It's a tack.
Geese. It's some type of duck.
Okay, but I posted a picture of the 2019-03 and the 2023-03, and I posted on Instagram, and I said, probably about time I bought another Booker's, But the first one I got for $70. This next one I got was almost, it was $125. So that's why I quit buying them, because they kept jacking the price up on them. And once they got above $85, I wasn't going to go for that. I have much better things to spend my money on over $100 than that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones that are better than that.
Yeah.
Right now, Moth. No, just go on. Go. Hey. Go.
Thrash life digging your hair, Mark.
Yeah, she's coming along. I'm finally starting to get a little length going in there. That's about a little over a year's worth. So give me a couple of years, I'll catch up to you, Thrash.
Man. And right now, I just want to say this. Right now, I think everybody on here pretty much knows the rules and stuff by now. If you don't, just say, "Hey, what the hell are we doing here?" And I'll tell you the rules. But the entries are low right now because we just got started. So
Sugar kitty,
get them early, get them often, and then they build on top of themselves quickly. They sure do. The halfway mark giveaway, though, is coming up January 25th.
Mm-hmm.
So we have just about a month and a half until that hits. And I'm going to transfer some money over to you to cover some of that, and we can get that.
Yeah, we'll get with the winner on that one and figure out what they want to get. You know, if it's a bottle of something that they can't find where they're at, or if it's 6 or 7 different 2-ounce pours and stuff, that they can't find or try or whatever. Yep. I'm sure that I've got a bunch of stuff that some people don't, and I know you have a bunch of different things that other people don't have or can't get.
I'll tell you what I'll do. This is what I'll do, and I'll commit to this right now because you sent me a bottle of Still Austin, the 21090 pick. Pour some Austin on me, okay? Mm-hmm. And I have a bottle of it. I bought a bottle. So right here,
the sample, yeah.
This is what you sent me right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not all the way full. That's a 2-ounce bottle, but I haven't touched it. So I don't know what happened, but there we go. But I'm sorry. That's the blue corn. Never mind. Okay. Where's that Still Austin one? There it is. Here it is. It's full. There we go. I'll throw this in on top of whatever else they're getting. I'll ship this from me, and then you can ship the other from you.
Okay.
So this is gone. So if you haven't had the Still Austin 21090 pick, pour some Austin on me. It's 116 proof. Let me tell you guys, they sent me an ounce of it. 21090 did, and I immediately bought a bottle of it. That's how good this stuff is. Yeah, here it is right here. I'm going to set this down here where I think I know where it is. I got
a wrench, Edward. I'll kick you out of here for saying stuff like that.
Ship it to the toilet. I do that later after I drink it.
Feeling my wrench powers.
Yeah. If you have not had Still Austin, and I will say that when they were there at Still Austin Distillery, Nancy Fraley was there, and Nancy said, "You guys are going to pick a barrel? Go right over to that part of the rick house and pick a barrel."
Mm-hmm.
So she pointed them in the right direction, and then they found the barrel. So this is one of those Nancy knows. Nancy the knows, right?
Yep.
So she points them back over there and says, "You need to look over there." So they go over there and they pick a barrel. So this thing is outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah. It's getting better too.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this though, TX bourbon is going to get better. They're not there yet. They're too young. The Firestone and Robertson, they're going to get better. And I've talked to those guys, and they're putting barrels back now that's going to come out later. But they do all their own distilling. They do all their own everything. So if you're a purist and you don't want somebody, an NDP buying up, Indiana juice and putting their spin, which there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's a market for that.
Yeah,
Buzzard's Roost does well with that. So does Smoke Wagon out of Nevada.
Yep.
You know, but make sure you're doing something unique. All right, let me present this screen. And we are gonna, I have to open system settings and close it again to share. Okay, there we go. Old Granddad, we got 15 on there. If you missed this one, don't worry about it. I got another one coming. This is worth 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. And we are going to land on Sugar Kitty first thing.
Nice.
Sugar Kitty needs some entries.
Cheers, Peter White.
All right.
And you, Shred. Andy Rowe, too.
All right, let me set up the next one. Now, again, I changed the rules on these giveaways, these StreamYard spins. It's the first one's worth 20. They go in increments of 5, all the way up to the number 2 pick, which is worth 60 entries, and then the number 1 pick's worth 70 entries to the quarterly drawing. So it's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so forth and so on. All right, this one's pretty easy here. Make sure I hit the C. We are now on the Knob Creek single barrel, the 120 proof.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty good pour.
And it's just hashtag knob. Now we're only on pick number 9. It's worth 25 entries. They're going to get better. And some worse, but I had to put it in there anyway. Because I don't here's another thing. I don't let my personal bias. I know when it's a decent whiskey. And I don't let my personal bias of a note or two, even because, people are saying, oh, no, I like it. I like it. Okay, I get it. It's a decent bourbon, okay? It's just not my thing. But I get that you get it, so I'm trying to put it on my list and rank it according to not necessarily my personal opinion, but also I take into consideration popular opinion as well. Not just popular opinion from every Joe Blow, but I'm talking about whiskey friends, when they say, yeah, no, this and that. Yeah, you got me there. The viscosity's pretty good on it. This is that. I get it. It's a decent bourbon. So I go ahead and put it in there and rank it.
Yeah.
Who you calling a knob? At least, just don't polish one on screen.
There you go. Yeah, the best whiskey is the whiskey you like, how you like to drink it.
That's right. I think I'm going to go to the Stellum next.
And everybody's got different palate and different taste, and even on different days. So some days I'll have a pour of something that I really like. Go, yeah, that's just not hitting right today.
Yeah,
and just
I've done that, and it was bourbons that I really thought I really do like. I really enjoy them, and I thought, you know what, I'm in the mood for that, and I pour it. And I take I tend to pour them small at the end of the day. And I learned to do that. It's trial and error. Because I would pour a full one and then go, damn, I don't really want this. But now I got my spitty lips touching it. I don't want to put it back in the bottle, so now I'm forcing myself to drink it.
Yeah.
And, that type of stuff. So, I started pouring them down here. And then I'm like, yeah. That's really what I'm in the mood for. So I go ahead and pour a full pour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I quit pouring too much because I've done that so many times where I really thought in my head, that's what I want. And I poured one of my bourbons that just I'm talking straight jab to the face. And I was like, you know what? That's too strong for me right now. I need to start slower. And I've done that before where I set the glass to the side and went on ahead and poured my Elijah Craig Larceny mix, get through that, and then go back to that and finish off,
Yeah, that 1792 Baldwin Bond it's a good pour for the low price that it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely sweet. But
I need to
it's
get
not
a
bad.
bottle. I don't have the bottled and bond. I have the small batch, single barrel, sweet wheat, and full proof. I need to get a bottled and bond for the shelf.
Oh yeah, complete the vertical.
Yep, bam. Because I'll move shit around. I'm looking for my Stellum.
Oh, taller bottle, blue label, I think.
Yeah, I know. Oh, here it is. I see. Do you see my my high tech scanning system?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my high tech scanning system. I focus my eyes in between. That's it. All right. Now, this is single barrel bourbon. So mine is 116.44 proof. I don't know what I put down on the thing. But this is Indiana juice, bottled by Stellum in Louisville, Kentucky. So this is like, the Buzzard's Roost. They get it from Indiana. They're in Louisville, but they have their proprietary. And I'm going to go visit them. I've been invited twice now to go visit Buzzard's Roost to see their proprietary toasting system for their barrels, because they do toasted barrels. But
Evansville?
I don't.
Evansville, Indiana?
No.
Or Evansville, Kentucky? There's an Evansville, Kentucky too. It's right on the border up there.
Okay. Well, they have a setup in Louisville, because she asked me about going to Kentucky, and I said, well, I go to Louisville a lot. She goes, well, we have a setup in Louisville. So come see us and let me know when you're coming, and I'll give you a tour. And I was like, okay. So real nice lady. Now, this is a Stellum. Now, one thing I was going to point out is Stellum says bourbon, and there's no age statement on here, so we don't know what the age is, or I didn't look it up online or anything, but it doesn't say straight bourbon.
Okay.
So
straight is what, 2 years?
At least 2 if you give a statement. It used to be on the bottle. Now with technology, you can just put it on your website.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't remember if I looked them up and there's an age statement on their site or not. But straight bourbon is 4 years and plus. You don't have to say anything except straight bourbon. Then we know it's at least 4.
Alrighty. I get a little confused on some of those rules.
I will say this about Stella. It drinks way below its proof. Way below. Yeah. I mean, that's 116 point something proof. Bullshit. I would really. Yeah, I would say I would call BS on that immediately. If somebody said, here, try this, and I tried it, what do you think the proof is? I'd be like, I don't know, 97, 98. Yeah, way below its proof.
That's what I thought about that last Still Austin release. As a bottled and bond 100 proofer, but to me it drank like about 85, 90 at the most.
Yeah. Oh, let me throw this up.
Real soft.
We're about to spin this next one, but let me throw this up right quick. You've heard of a PSA, a public service announcement. Well, this is a personal service announcement. I am going to say, hey, go smack that like button. Right. So it really helps the channel, helps us out, helps us keep giving free stuffs away and all that good stuff. So yeah, give us a thumbs up. It's it's free.
It's easy too. I mean, all you gotta do is you don't have to use a thumb. You can use your finger. Just boink.
Yeah, boink. That's it. That's all it takes. All right. So we're going to spin this next one.
It's a public bourbon announcement.
Public bourbon announcement. We're going to spin the knob here. That sounds horrible, but we're going to do it. But here we go. Good luck, everybody, for 25 entries to the quarterly drawing. If somebody wins twice, that's fine. I'll put a plus whatever behind their name, but I will spin again. Chatty-O. To make sure more people have a chance to win. And the confetti died down. I'll stop
Nikki.
sharing and get this next one set up here. Let's see here. What are we on now? I know what this one is. This is all my caveats. All my caveats from earlier that's coming right here. Because I already told you the backstory. And if you weren't here earlier, don't worry about it. It is going to be Maker's Mark Cast Strength.
All right. I haven't tried the Cast Strength one.
If you weren't here earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of Maker's Mark. There's nothing wrong with the juice. Okay, it's just there's a note or two in there that doesn't resonate with me. Okay.
Yeah.
It's growing on me a little bit here and there. To me, it comes across as a musty note in it. And I don't know, that's what hits my head. It's like, gosh, the wood had some like green shit growing in it or something. I don't know. But
like a musty cellar note.
Yeah, like that. And it's a tangy, twangy note in it that I'm sensitive to. But I can appreciate that it's a decent bourbon. Okay, I get that, and that's why I put it in here. Whiskey Wars, Sean, what's going on, man? I got to get with you. You got to see. You could have been our guest tonight, man. You could have been our guest tonight. I'm going to bring him up here as our guest.
Yep. Yeah,
I got to get
back that wax is rough.
Well, and some people like the little, the rundown wax on top, the drizzle.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, and Lily over there on Instagram from Australia, she travels around and goes and she's dipped the bottles and all that before, and then she had the videos out, and yeah, it looks fun. They have to pass that cost on to you though.
Oh, sure. Hey, Jimmy, I'll show you a way to get around that wax on the Maker's Mark bottles. One of those. Mm-hmm. You just go around and you melt it down a little bit, and it drips down a little further, and it comes right off. Easy peasy. All
right, 31 on the eyeball. How's everybody doing tonight? If anyone in here doesn't know what we're doing a quarterly giveaway show, and we put these hashtags in. You get entries for free to the quarterly drawing, and you can stand to win a 24-note nose and kit 3-sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, and a Bourbon Bounty logoed laser engraved whiskey glass that looks just like that. And the reason I'm putting the picture up tonight is because I'm out of them. I have to get back on the laser engraver, but I'm going to engrave all of them. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes a piece. I spend, some time, and all of the glasses, if you can't see them, there's glasses everywhere back here on these shelves in front of these bourbon bottles. I'm going to engrave them all, and that'll set me up for another 1.5 years to give these things away. So
there you go.
I even have some in boxes over there I haven't opened yet. I keep a back log on these things, But once we get the I will say this: my wife and I have been working on the logo. You see how big that is? We're going to make it a little smaller.
Okay.
Smaller and tighter, right, on the glass. Not a lot, but let's say picture the glass itself and picture the edge of the words are that big.
I got you.
Right. So we're going to tighten it up a little bit. And the reason is because I've been paying attention to other glasses, and I look at their little logos, and I look at their things that they're doing, and it's smaller on the glass. And I'm like, I could make this a little more elegant. Now,
I gotcha.
I'm not saying this channel's elegant. This is about cheaper bourbon. That's what we do here.
Well, here's you one.
Blue Note. Juke Joint.
Juke Joint. It's a store pick at 120, 1.8 proof. Uncut, unfiltered, crafted in Memphis. It's a Liquor Depot pick, and it was like $45.
$45. Yeah, we're going to throw out a few tonight that didn't make the list because not everybody can get them or whatever. I mean, most people can get everything that's going to be on the list tonight. So,
dang, Thrash. I only wear these when I'm on stream or something, or I have to read something that's this close to my face. Other than that, like this, I've got 20/20 vision, but now I can't see the screen right here. I can see it, but it's fuzzy. So
Ben Franklin.
These are just cheaters, is all they are.
Yeah, Ben Franklin. Oh, I'm sorry.
I couldn't stand wearing glasses all the time. It'd just get annoying.
Man, mine are so much a part of my head. I don't even know. I was going to say Ben Franklin had the really round spectacles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the John Lennon specs.
Yeah.
I could wear those. That'd be cool. I get by with that.
I think Thrash should wear them. I
know, Fulton. Congratulations.
Yep. Engaged.
Blue Note is Green River. Green River. Is that Green River run through Memphis? I know it runs through Kentucky because I've swam in it when I was living in Kentucky, Western Kentucky.
The main river, Memphis to West Memphis, is the Mississippi. So
yeah, Mississippi there. And I think Cumberland goes down through there too. BR Distilling Company. Distilled in Kentucky and bottled by BR Company in Memphis, Tennessee. So it's distilled in Kentucky. So it may have been distilled by Green River then.
Yeah. It could be.
Yeah. You're right there. I have no idea. It's definitely dark enough to be a Kentucky whiskey.
Oh, provide juice to Blue Note. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the Blue Note Crossroads over there. I don't have that one. I grabbed it when I was heading through.
That's pretty dang good right there. Jeez.
I like the Crossroads okay too, but it's not that high proof.
It's got a nice long finish to it as well. It sips a little hot though. 120 something. It's a little warmish.
Now we're going to get to this one later on the list. Indiana juice, okay, but man, it drinks way below its. And if y'all haven't noticed, I tend to sip on things that I'm going to have on my list. So
okay, thanks, Sugar Kitty.
Let's see, where are we? 718. I'm going to go ahead and hurry. If you don't have the MMCS in there, hashtag MMCS, hurry up and get that in there because as soon as that thing hits 719, I'm going to spin it.
Oh, you shouldn't, Thrash. We don't know what the heck we're talking about.
Well, the only reason we went gray is because of stress. That's all.
I used to stress out a little bit. I don't anymore. My give a shit filter is gone. It just wiped out years ago.
Yep, when they're gone, they're gone.
I mean, this has gone gray. It started right here at the little soul patch there, and it just kind of spread around. But the rest of it hasn't gone gray at all.
Good luck, everybody. Here we go. 30 entries to the quarterly drawing. Boom! Whiskey Corner.
Nice. Carlos for the win. Yeah, there you go, Thrash. And white eyebrows.
All right. Confetti died down. Here we go. We're going to set up the
next. It hadn't spread up that high. I think it's starting to just a little bit right here just right by the ears, getting a little bit of gray.
Now, if y'all have been on the show week over week, you have seen this hashtag before. but it's always been about a different version of the bourbon. Oh, here's my alarm going off. And it's the only viable hashtag there is. It's 1792.
Yep.
So hashtag 1792, it's hard to abbreviate that. But I'm talking about this time the full proof.
Mm-hmm.
Not the bottle and bond, not the single barrel, the full proof.
Yep. The full proof is good. I mean, and it's fairly cheap too. What is it, like $45 maybe?
Like that. Well, they put 55 on there.
Well, store markup. I mean, like MSRP.
What I do,
45, 50-ish.
There is a site I search, and it gives me the average cost for the nation.
Oh, okay.
Right. So everywhere in the United States, it gives me an average cost of the bottle. It doesn't do it on all bourbons. It does it on the ones that I can't find the average price on. Like they're like, we don't list that bourbon here. I go to I change my Total Wine store to somewhere like in Texas, and I search on there to see if they have it.
Yeah.
And then I'd put that price down, round up from whatever they put.
Yeah. You know, it's odd too. I mean, I searched my store for this one bottle earlier, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that I picked it up there, and it's not even coming up on their site. And I'm like, what the heck? That's weird. It was an easy one, Highland Park Cask Strength. I'm like, how much is this bottle? I don't remember how much it was, you know? And I'm like, I'm pretty dang sure that I got it at that store over on Brody. So, you know, it's weird. And it's not even showing up.
I do want to make an announcement here that I am not going to change my channel name. I am not giving up on good bourbon, but I picked up a bottle today.
Uh-oh.
I had to get it.
Oh, there you go, Sugar Kitty.
Oogie. Right there.
We have converted him. Now he's
only on this.
Too much
only
money.
on this. I spent $107 on this today, tax and all.
Dang.
Tax and all. But I love that burnt in meaty flavor of this thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. The other smoky peaty scotches I've had, now I've had cheaper stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
It tasted like I messed around and flipped my cigar backwards and it had gone out and I put it in my mouth, right?
Yeah.
And the ash just went, you know, all over.
Yeah.
But this tastes like a good smoked barbecue. I'm telling you right now. And when I went in last weekend, they had like 30 of these on the shelf. They were packed.
Yeah.
And I waited because I wanted to try that sample you sent me. Yeah. Fell in love with it first sip. Then I was like, ooh, I need to go back and get it. And I was, you know, getting ready to go on vacation and things got hot at work and I couldn't get back. When I went in today, when I bought this one, there's 2 left.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
You should have went ahead and bought the backup.
I had to save room to buy bourbon. All right, let me put this Stellum up here. What else do I have on my list? What have I covered? Well, I don't have that cask strength. I have the 1792 full proof. Let me pour a little of that one. Just a taste of it.
Yeah, 1792 comes across really sweet to me.
Yeah.
This blue note's pretty dang good, though.
All right, I'm just pouring a little tiny bit of this because I know which one I want to drink later.
Cheers, Big Cat. And Chris Jenkins, I think I missed you earlier. Cheers, brother.
Now I am pouring this in the same glass on top of the other stuff. Oh, but that nose. That foolproof is not bad at all. That 1792.
Yep. I agree, Sugar Kitty. Yep, it's a little bit high. I mean, it's a little cheaper than that down here, but sometimes when it's there and you can get it, you just got to get it. You got to jump on it while it's around.
Yeah. On that 1792 foolproof, do you get? There is a hard candy note, like when you put a piece of hard candy in your mouth. That before you get down really into the big sweetness of the candy, that first initial hit.
Oh, that kind of powdery coating.
Yeah, that on the outside, but it's still a little sweet, but it's kind of subdued because they put the powdery stuff on there to keep them from sticking together in the box, or whatever.
Yeah, like cornstarch and powdered sugar.
That's what I get off that immediately. Now it drinks way below its proof too.
Oh yeah,
way below.
Yeah, I think the sweetness kind of cuts some of the proof on it.
Yeah, I know I'm going to have a headache
they're good
at the end of this night, but because I know I'm going to pour. I know what I'm going to pour a little bit of. I'm going to go light from here on out. I'm just sipping because I know what I got to have later.
Yeah.
And when I'm sipping on high proofs, I got to take it easy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Chris. This one here is actually pretty good. It's the Juke Joint whiskey. This is a store pick one, but if you'd like, I can send you a sample of that one, or I know where I can get one of these at. It's just down the street from me, actually.
Yep.
And it's pretty dang good. I mean, for the price at 120 proof, geez, it's kind of hard to beat.
Problem thrash is I went to make my standard big jug of water at the beginning of the night, and we were out of ice. I don't have ice.
What happened? The ice maker quit?
Well, yeah, it's been quit, but we've been buying ice and stocking it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we were out, so I didn't have time to run a store and get ice. So no, we had what happened was we had a water pressure issue, and what can happen to the line running to your ice maker in your refrigerator is if the water pressure goes too low, it can freeze back in that line.
Oh.
And then you get your water pressure back right, and you got a 50-50 chance whether that's going to break up and start making ice again. Ours didn't. And our refrigerator...
So you got to clean everything out, turn it off, set it outside for a little while.
Our refrigerator is kind of built into the wall. So, yeah, we haven't fucked with it. So.
Yeah. I guess all you could do is just, turn it off.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
For a bit.
Yep. And we had a deep freezer in the mudroom, and then it stopped freezing. So we put it down for big trash.
Yeah.
So now all I have is the box freezer above my beer fridge in here.
Oh, dang.
So we would have to plan ahead on this and thin things out, and then keep this as our only freezer, and then and then pull it out. And we have an island in there, so you can't just pull the refrigerator out. You have to take the things off the wall and everything to get back there, and it's
a hassle.
It's a big ass hassle.
Oh, Dick Van Dyke is still around at 98? Holy crap.
Oh, I thought he died.
Oh, old school ice trays, baby.
Yeah.
Get you some of them old school metal ones with your pop up.
Oh, yeah. No, we actually have the plastic ice tray. I don't know where they are, but, I need to. But these freezers are so full. It's because the ice trays have to sit down on the bottom, and you can't you can't just throw chicken nuggets on top of it.
Yeah.
So it takes up a fourth of your freaking freezer space.
Do what I do occasionally. Either stop by the gas station, get a bag of ice, or stop by Sonic and get Sonic ice.
Yeah.
That little pebbly stuff. Oh, that's great chewing ice right there. Oh man. Gotta love me some Sonic ice occasionally. That's the best ice in a mixed drink. Oh man. Take a little sip,
here's the
chew up the
alarm.
ice at the same time.
Here's
Spin
the
it up.
alarm. We got to present and spin. Let's get the shows on the roads. All right, guys, this is for 35 entries to the quarterly drawing. 35 entries. And we are going to land on Art by Sparkle.
Nice. Do it, Peter B.
And the confetti died down. Let's set the next one up. Wow, let me go ahead and say this is the time in the show I'll jinx us and say, man, we haven't had a repeat winner, not even once yet. So that means it'll run through everybody before someone wins this next one.
Yep. Oh,
now, the one I was just drinking, right? The bourbon I was just drinking was that right there.
Earlier. Yep.
And I think mine was the proofs may vary. They come out with different batches or whatever, but that's roughly it.
Yeah,
so
115, 116-ish.
I think I paid about $48 for the bottle, but it said nationwide 55 was pretty much it. So there you go. It's number 6 on the list. We're working our way down. And of course, at 8 o'clock, everybody gets a trophy. That's the put me in time. So that's 30 minutes away, 29 minutes away. So we'll get to that.
Yep.
Oh, Old Pirate Bourbon's here. Man, I haven't seen Old Pirate Bourbon in a little while. We got to get some more, get the wheel built back up. I had to delete so many names. Oh, and one thing I'll tell you today, when I was going through, I can't just delete everybody and then start over again because of the halfway mark giveaway. I have to make sure anyone who has halfway mark entries, I zero them out. And that's why on the community tab on the channel, if you go look at the very bottom of the list, you may see people with 0 entries, but they have 50 entries in brackets. That's because they gave $5 on a super, got 50 entries to the halfway mark giveaway, but they weren't here last week. Oh. And mostly because they're members, they don't have to be present to win anyway. And so they didn't, they're like, oh, he'll let me know if I win type thing.
So got that a brick for happy birthday to Ben. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Happy birthday to Ben. Happy birthday to Ben. Happy birthday to Ben. Happy birthday to Ben. There. Boy, that was awful.
I like to say happy birthday weeks because my aunt was the one that told me about that one. Well, that way she phrases it is you have birthday weeks as in 2. 1 week before your birthday to get used to being, okay, this is the last week I'm going to be this age. Then you have 1 week after your birthday to get used to being in the new age.
There you go. And that's when you go
once you get a little older and some gray starts creeping on, you kind of forget.
Yeah. And that's
How
when you
old am
go
I again?
Get yourself a steak and man, I remember one year for my birthday. We were in Fort Worth, Texas.
And nice.
My wife's like, what do you want? And I said, I want to go. And there was a steakhouse there that was on the moderate price side. It wasn't like, the $500 steakhouse. It was, the
like Ruth's Chris or whatever.
Right. I had 3 Forks, Ruth's Chris, all that junk. It was, because I want the steak. I don't want the whole candles and candelabras and all that. You can keep all that. Put me in a rusty saloon sitting around a whiskey barrel and I'm fine.
Dang.
6 years.
Willet Purple Top for basically retail. Dang.
Okay. All right.
I'm not much of a Willet fan myself, but I've never tried the purples, so it may be different.
I became a fan of one that's on the list tonight. And we'll get to it later. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've tried that one and a couple of other ones. Of course, I had to try the old pot still.
Mm-hmm.
Great looking bottle. The juice, not so good. But
Oh, we're still on Stillum, huh?
he's a Colt fan. Well, I'm still a Cowboys fan. Been for many, many years now, and been disappointed many, many years. You tore it open in the store. You pouring samples in the store, Ben? Come on, what are you doing? Well, I guess and they give it to you for a good price, and hey, here, try it.
Yeah.
Hell, I'd do it.
Man, let's
I
bust
ain't
one
got no
open.
problems with that at all. I mean, I just picked up a couple different bottles recently, and the first thing I did was pop the things open.
The Colt
I'm ain't.
45.
Oh.
My, so my wife earlier this year, she or last month or whatever, she's like, "Hey, I'm putting together. I'm not buying you the, like the beer
Yeah.
Advent thing
Okay.
because they're all like they're supposed to be German beers and they're all like, whatever. They all
Hmm.
kind of taste similar and they don't go outside the box, right?"
Yeah.
She's like, "So for this year, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy individual beers for you." Because we can buy just like you can go to Total Wine and buy one
Yeah.
can. You can go
Get
to
the
Trader
little
Joe's and get
carry crate and this
one
one, that
bottle,
one.
one can. Yeah, you can do the
Make your own 6-pack
9.99,
sort of thing.
make your own 6-pack. So that's what she did. And at the bottom of my fridge looks like a hobo market. It's just a bunch of brown paper sacks with numbers written on them.
Nice.
But that's our Advent this year is just brown paper bags with stuff in them.
Hmm.
And
I got
I've
on
had
the
some really good ones.
210 advent calendar, so that you got like little bottles that have a number on them, little 1 ounce samples,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody basically poured their own 1 ounce samples, sent those in, and then got mixed up and then sent back out. So,
But who
and
knows
it's
what's what?
well, I got a little list that says what it is.
Oh, okay.
So, like this one here, this is day 14, and
Yeah.
it's on my calendar. It's
That's today, right? That's
yep,
today.
that's today. I haven't tried it yet. It's Eagle Rare store pick, I believe.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I've had Eagle Rare, they're normal
Yeah.
10-year-old stuff. So that's pretty good. It's got that kind of I don't know, grapey type note to it. Oh, Chris is on calendar one. That one I don't know. I mean, I think some of the samples are the same, but I'm not for sure. Yeah, I'm calendar two. Same as you, Sean.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, we're getting to 38. We are about to spin the stellums and get on to the next one. Which I don't have to keep it a secret anymore. The next one's the one I was hinting at earlier.
There you go, Jerry. Yep. There you go.
Yep. Redneck koozie. That's it.
There you go.
Either that or hell, I've seen guys in San Francisco sitting on the stoops with a 40 in the paper sack. That's their koozie too. All right, let's go on ahead and get this StreamYard spin thing going here because we're going to start landing on repeat winners. I can just feel it. Here we go. We're going to have to force the wheel. Oh, Shredward. All right. All right. Yep. That was for 40 entries to the quarterly drawing right there. We're going to stop sharing. The confetti died down. And when this thing decides to cooperate, we're going to set the next one up.
What's up with my
okay. Okay. We were talking about it earlier.
Yep.
This has, whoops, crap. Hang on. I got to do it again. This has nothing to do with the federal government or any type of GPS systems or anything like that. So, what do you think this one is, Mark? It's coming. There it is.
Noah's Mill.
There it is. Bam. Noah's Mill. I can get why some people don't like this.
It's got an odd note to me.
There's a grape. There's my alarm going off. There's a grape, like a red, dark grape note to this.
Mm.
And when I first tried it, I was like, ugh. And then I dreamed about it that night. And I the next day I tried it a little bit, and then I tried a little more. And this is an outstanding bourbon, guys. At 114.3 proof, this stuff is kicking. This is a good bourbon. Now I know it's pot still. I know it's Willet. I know all of that, but this is a great bourbon. I like.
You're saying once you got half the bottle down, you liked it.
Yes. And I would definitely buy another one.
All right. Jerry well, hey, you may not have to. I may just send you the rest of mine.
Jerry Yarbaugh is coming to us from Facebook's over there. I just was going to throw that up there just so people can see. We've got others goings.
Oh, I can't do that.
Well, you could highlight his comment.
Not from Facebook. It's not showing up on my
No.
Here.
Yeah, it should on StreamYard. You're on the StreamYard. He comes up with the blue instead of the red. He's probably off your screen by now.
Yeah, probably. I got to read for like 2 or 3 comments. Severed out of Scandi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay. I agree,
yeah,
Sean.
There.
Sean. Yeah, that's it. You did it. Yay. See, we're learning Mark some shits.
Yeah.
Okay. Sean, hey. I agree with you 100%. Both are far better than their I Dream of Jeannie pot still bottle. That, you know.
It's a cool ass bottle. I mean, it really is. I love the shape of it and everything else. And it would make a great bong, you know. But other than that, the taste of it was just like horrid. I never bought a whole bottle of it. I bought a little bitty mini.
Do you know what bottle I like that's shaped similar? That's even way better than that one is the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. Now, that one's a nice bottle.
Yeah, but good luck finding that puppy.
I know.
For less than a couple $100 or so, you know.
Oh my gosh. Oh, guess what I did today? Today, I had to take the trash and recycle down. And I had to take the trash and recycle down on Thursdays. So I do it before the show and I do it earlier. And I looked in the recycle and there was room in there. And I got rid of all of the bourbon bottles that were piling up over there.
Nice.
That was a lot of bourbon bottles.
The only thing I keep is the corks. I keep a lot of my corks. Not all of them nowadays, because I've got a sack full. That's what I use my little, the little bag that the Blantons came in. That's what I use to store all my corks. I throw all my corks in that.
Here's the thing. I try so hard not to be a hoarder that I may go the other way and not keep enough. But I watched an episode of Help, I'm a Hoarder, or whatever the frick that show was called. And I'm like, The only thing I hoard nowadays are little screws and bolts and nuts and stuff that I keep in my toolbox. I hoard the hell out of all that because you never know when you're going to need that exact screw or that bolt.
Yep. I got a pile. Cheers, Marty.
Morty. I have to get another pour. I'm going to go ahead and get the one I'm going to end with.
You would not believe the amount of screws and nuts and bolts and everything else that I have at the man cave from my dad, because he kept a lot of different stuff like that. And I have gone back to that thing so many times and got this one and that one. And, it's just, I need this one specific thing, and boom, there it is. You got to dig a little bit sometimes, but.
If you're going to hoard something this big.
Yeah.
That way it fits in a shoebox. And like you said, And you can get the little thing with the dividers with the clear plastic top, and you can look through, and you can sit there for hours while you're drinking whiskey, sorting your little screws out. But at least you could possibly use them one day.
Yep. Well, I finally convinced him. He had a bunch of old pill bottles, and what we did.
Bolts have to be with the nuts. The nuts don't do you any good without the bolt.
Yeah.
And
what I finally convinced him to do was take the pill bottles and put the different size screws and nuts and all that in different ones, and then take a hot glue gun and glue one of those to the top. Whatever that nut is, whatever the screw was, glue one of those to the top. So you just look at the top of the bottle and go, okay, it's
that's what it is.
It's this size. It's 1/4. It's this. It's that.
Or hell, just take
it easy.
Sharpie and write what the hell it is. This is a number 6 bolt with a whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Are there lock washers in here? Dump the whole thing out trying to find a lock washer, and there's not one in there. But let me know.
Oh man, I still got a couple of buckets of various size screws, nuts, bolts. Old Forester 1920. Yeah, buddy, that's a fantabulous bottle. Always have on the shelf.
115 proofs.
Exactly. Really good. Quite tasty. Oh, those old Christmas ornaments.
Pour me a little bit.
Dang. Oh, dang. I used to go to this one place up in Michigan. It was like a Christmas village. I don't remember what the heck it is now. But they had gobs of that kind of stuff.
Man, every time I go to this Old Forester 1920, I get that vanilla wafer on the nose. Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah. That's one of Old Forester's stuff. That's about my favorite one. It's 1920.
Yeah.
I mean, the 1910's a little, I don't know, oaky, woody or something for me. A little smoky. And it's good, but I still prefer the 1920 better.
Just reindeer.
The thing is, it's always around. You can always go to the store and pick you up a bottle of that. So if you get low, it's not like you need to have a backup stashed in the closet or something. You can always go, oh, it's getting low. It's, there's this much left in the bottle. I need to go to the store next time I see one, just snatch one up.
You know what helped?
There.
What helped was when they came out with the 1915. Okay. Because before they had the 1897, the other ones, they had the 1870, 1897, and the 1920 were then. I'm sorry, the 1910. I said 15. That's the blend. Yep. But they came out with the 1910, right? They started putting it out more.
Yeah.
And people started buying up the 1910. Because before, when I would go in, I could find the 1870, and the bottled and bond, but the 1920, if I saw them on the shelf, there'd be 1 or 2 bottles. The rest of them would be like 5 or 6 stacked, and I'd grab both of them and bring them home. Just because people were buying them up.
Yep. I actually see most of that whole line at a lot of liquor stores around me. Which is a good thing, because they put out some good stuff. Old Forester really has a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah. Old Forester's a great bourbon. I mean, it's not super duper, but you know what I'm saying. It's solid for what it is.
Oh, and now for something completely different.
Oh, Boonahobbin. All right, well, I'm going to spin this. While you're pouring that. How about that? This is worth 45 entries to the quarterly drawing. Good luck, everybody. 45 entries.
There you go, Peter.
Bam, Big Daddy
First
8. 45.
There you go, Big Daddy. About time you got one.
I'm going to say it again. Man, Mark, we have not had a repeat winner yet.
That's highly unusual.
Highly unusual. We're going to start. I guarantee I'm probably going to give the number 1 entry to everybody who won tonight and then finally land on somebody. Well, let's see here. Oh, we finally getting to the one I was drinking earlier. Make sure I hit the right thing here.
Hey,
This, here's my alarm going off, so I'm on time. This is what I started the night off with, Wild Turkey Rare Breed. This is really nice.
That's another one you ought to have on the shelf all the time.
All the time. About $50, somewhere along in there.
Yeah, it's not bad, and it's readily available. Always around. You can always find you one. And it just classic. I mean, it's just a straight up classic Kentucky bourbon.
It
right
is,
there.
man. It's one of my favorites. I mean, I'll tell you this: Wild Turkey Rare Breed is not what got me started on bourbon, but it's what made me one of the bourbons that made me fall in love with the fact that there can be other than just base bourbons out there.
Yeah.
You know, because when I was younger, I didn't have the money to buy this stuff. I didn't know, and no one I knew had the money to buy this stuff. We drank Jim Beam, we drank Jack Daniels, we drank, that type of stuff. But then all of a sudden I was like, holy shit, there's this whole flavor profile out there beyond vanilla, apple.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. It's like he said, like Sean said, it's not what it was these days, but it's still a great whiskey.
It's still a great whiskey. Yeah, it really is.
It's hard to definitely hard to beat for the price.
I call it a mid base. If you have someone trying to get into bourbon, I ask them a bunch of questions, and depending on what they answer about what they like, I ease them into what I'm not talking about, what do you call it? Bullshit. Benchmark, and Evan Williams and all that. I'm talking, nothing that comes in a little plastic bottle for your hip, but I'm talking about, let's go to a cheaper bourbon. But why don't you try Elijah Craig, Larceny, Wild Turkey 101, and then tell me what, where do you want to go from there, type thing. And of course, if somebody's really interested and they live local, I can, I got to take that down. I can bring them here to my house and let them experience little pours of stuff. And that's even better because I can pour them a teeny bit and they, oh, no, I don't like that at all. I don't like licorice, or I don't like, that's too sweet. Oh, you like drier bourbons. Okay, let me take you over here. Yeah. And, oh, I like this. And bam. And all of a sudden, and that's what happened with, there was somebody that works for me. They came over, her and her husband, and we did a bourbon tasting, and I do it up like special, right? And I'm putting on another one January 20th. So, nice. But I live in North Carolina, so if you're not close by, don't even let me know. I'm not paying you for your airfare, but if you can get here, you're welcome to come. But I set it up, and I do what I call a soft blind or a semi-blind, where you know what 3 bourbons we're drinking. And of course, when I do this, I pick bourbons that are very, very similar in color. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's unfair to have a really blonde bourbon with 2 dark bourbons. Right. Yeah. Then it's like, oh, here's A, B, and C. We don't know which ones are which. Well, that one's that one, so now,
well,
so I pick ones that are.
That one's Rebecca Creek.
Yeah. That one's black. Yeah. It looks like sheen polish. Yeah, that one. But so I picked 3 bourbons that are similar in color, but drastically different in profile.
Yeah.
And then we mark them all A, B, and C. We're sitting around the table. I have laminated stuff where you can take dry erase markers and mark, the notes that you're getting and all that. And we pick our, after we taste all 3, and I tell them, save some in the glass to go back to later. And then, we will mark down which ones we thought were first, second, third.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do the reveal, and I don't even know which ones they are. My wife randomly marks them A, B, and C. Like I pour them up, and I'll put the bottles out in front of the ones that, okay, I'll pour this one and this one, this one, this one, right? Yeah. So she comes along then and marks A, B, and C, and then puts what they are and puts them in an envelope and seals it. And then I come along and I'm like, okay, so this bottle here has an A on it. I have no idea out of which of the three it is. And then this one's C and this one's B or whatever, right? Gotcha. And she scrambles them up and stuff like that. So we know what 3 bourbons we're trying, but we don't know in what order. And it's very, very telling because all 3 of the bourbons I pick are good. They're all 3 good.
Yeah.
Every single time. In their own way. And it's so surprising to me how some bourbons beat out other bourbons. Just because I know what that is. I know what that is. And so they score it high, and it's not what they thought it was, and it's this one over here. You know?
Yeah. Heck, I mean, one of the whiskeys I used to drink way back in the day was Seagram 7. I haven't heard anything about Seagram 7 in many years now.
Is that really a whiskey? Did they call it a whiskey?
It was I think it was a blended whiskey.
Is it
what it was? Kind of like a Canadian Mist or something.
Yeah, was
80,
it
80, 85, something like that?
It has to be 80 proof to be called a whiskey. And that was one of my things about Fireball, is they called it Fireball whiskey, and it wasn't 80 proof.
Yeah.
Legally, you can't call it a whiskey if it's not 80 proof.
Yeah.
You can't bottle a whiskey lower than 80 proof. Contains whiskey.
Contains whiskey, yes.
Yeah, okay.
That will be. I need to step out just for a second. I'll be right back.
All right. He got to go see a man about a horse. But even with whiskey, if you put cinnamon, but they put cinnamon whiskey. And one, if you know anything about whiskey, whiskey has to be made with cereal grains only. So cinnamon sticks are not cereal grains, so it has to be flavored. Anyway, it's hard to get around the legalities of some of that stuff, but contains whiskey, made with whiskey, whatever. But if you're going to make cinnamon or apple or whatever, it's not real. Me too. When I was younger, 7 and 7, and I thought at one point in time, I thought that's all you could drink Seagram 7 was 7 Up. I didn't know any better. And we would go to, I knew I could, but 7 to 7, 7 to 7, and then I would go to Sonic, and they were like, "We have Sprite. Is that okay?" Yeah, sure, whatever. All right, we're gonna spin this thing here, and I see somebody just got the Wild Turkey Rare Breed in there. Oh, Remus. For the rest of us. Yeah, Sprite was better. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and share this screen out. And
Sprite was always sweeter than 7 Up. That's why I like 7 Up.
Good luck, everybody. 50 entries. Can you believe we're up to 50 entries here? Art by Spark. Plus again. 50. Plus 50. Now, we're going to spin again until a new person that has not won wins this. This is my favorite part, where we just start putting plus stuff on there. Jerry J. He's brand new.
Really? Okay. That's the first time he's won
tonight. Right. First time tonight.
Well, hey, 50's not a bad win right there.
That's right. Stop sharing. Now, I'm going to set the next one up, but I'm not going to spin it yet. Or I'm not going to post it yet because, drum roll, please.
Hey, Jody, look at it, but You may not want to post it online or nothing right yet.
Well, I'm gonna do this and then.
All right, you do that, and then worry about the other.
Okay, I'm gonna put right now. The alarm's going off, and you know what this is. Start.
Mm-hmm.
Put me in now. All you have to do is type "put me in" the chat, and you get 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. Everybody. I already have Mr. Great Shot and Lori down. They're always number 1 and 2. Kathy Bates came in there quick.
Yep. Oh, Chatty-O, he wants you to punt him.
Whatever.
That might be a little ticklish.
Oh Lord, I gotta go over here.
Oh, Kilco's going live. Here's Flaviar.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Is any of y'all drinking tonight, or is it just me and Jody? Well, surely somebody else in chat's got to be sipping on something decent. I mean, we're sipping on a variety of different things tonight. I started off with Wild Turkey 101, swapped to 1792, Bottled and Bond, and then to the Blue Note, and now I'm on to Scotch. Sugar Kitty wants you to put it way in. Oh, Smoke Wagon the Younger. I have not tried that. I had a bottle and wound up giving it away before I got to try it. But the Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered, I like that one. Especially the younger bottles, I should say not younger, but the earlier releases of that, like below 100. Those are really good. Gandy Road tried to sample of the Claremont Steep. Yeah, don't know. Chris drinking Russell's Single Barrel. Nice. Always good, especially if it's a store pick or something like that. Those are really good. I like them. Well, Russell's is just good anyways. Fulton's drinking what? Peppermint Frappuccino with whipped cream? Okay. You're getting a little late to be drinking some coffee there, buddy. But hey, yeah, some people, caffeine don't bother them as much. Yeah, no, Jerry. There's at least 2 or 3 people that are drinking something. Heck, Moose might be out in the back in the hot tub smoking a cigar with me. So there's that possibility too. I knew Big Daddy was drinking some Miller. That's the go-to. I think I may, after this here Boona, I may go in the fridge next to me and grab a good old German beer. Get a Bitburger.
Ooh.
Either that or a Guinness. I don't know. But if I get a Guinness, I'm going to have to go in the house and get my glass, though, because you can't have a Guinness unless you just pour that sucker off into a glass.
Gravity glass.
You got to have a good Guinness glass. Oh yeah, I got me a couple of Guinness glasses, and pour a good pint of that. That's the one thing I need to do recently. Is I need to go down to downtown. There's a couple of actual good Irish pubs, and I can get a proper pint of Guinness because they actually have good Guinness in a keg from freaking Ireland, and it's good. I mean, that's the way to get one. Nowadays, the stuff that you buy in the stores, it's not as good. It's just really not. At least to me, my palate's not that defining as far as a beer and stuff goes, but I can tell Guinness has definitely changed from what it used to be, for sure. Man, this Boona is good though. Nice fruity. Needs more peat.
All right, I'm going to follow Kathy's lead here.
This Boona needs to be what is it? What am I thinking? Port Charlotte. That's what it needs to be. Man, that's good. Yep. The cool thing I really like about some of the scotches is when they actually started distilling. You know, they've been making scotch since the 1800s, 1700s, late 17, 1800s. You know, so they readily outdate bourbon by many years, and they've got a handle on it.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Uh-oh. Hang on.
What did she say? Check that darn message.
Uh-huh. Check that darn message. She sent you a picture or something.
Oh,
Hey, Big
man.
Tank, Hank.
What the heck am I supposed to be checking? I don't
know.
let me look. Let me look. Hang on.
I'm not sure you sending it on Messenger or if she sending you a text.
Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Wow. Seagram's Canadian whiskey, a blend, imported Seagram's VO. I can't really bring it up on the screen, no.
And you would probably be able to somehow like share a screen or something, but
I
don't know how to do that.
Bring it up on a screen. Let's see if I can. We're going to do this as a test. Let me bring it here and then go over here, present, share screen, and share.
Sounds right.
That. Now, can you see that?
Yeah.
80 proof.
Old school Seagram's VO. Yep.
But that's not Seagram's 7. That's Seagram's VO Canadian.
Yep.
Right. I mean,
that's the old school stuff right there.
Okay. Well, we're not going to get into all that. Let me do this right now. I'm going to read off the put me ins. If you do not hear your name, I do not have you down for the 10 entries. I have Mr. Great Shot, Lori, Kathy Bates, Chris Jenkins, Fulton Mraz, Chadio, Honda Kalani Creations, Gandy Road, MajorXero, Jerry Arbaugh, Tater Dom, Whiskey Corner, Big Daddy H, Jerry J, Art by Sparkle, Big Cat 253, and Sugar Kitty. If I did not call your name, I do not have you down for the put me in. Please type put me in the chat now, and we'll get that done. There's cool, Ronnie.
Hey,
and I couldn't.
Nice to see you, sir.
And I'm not saying you didn't type it before, right? I'm saying I missed it because there's a lot going on. Very possible. That's why I always read them back off again. And if Big Tank Hank is here and he wants 10 entries, type put me in. Now, here's the rules. I'm going to type stop put me in, but that does not mean we're stopping the put me in. It means I'm stopping paying attention to it. So if you type put me in, make sure you get my attention on it. And from here to the end of the show. And you can get put in from here to the end of the show, but we have to get these hashtags out there.
Yes, sir.
So
we're sitting over there slacking now.
All right, now
we on to what, number 7?
We are on number 3.
Oh, wow, sorry.
Bell Mead Reserve.
That you can't get anymore.
Well, no, you can't get the Bell Mead, what they call cast strength anymore. But they have Bell Mead Reserve.
Oh, okay.
They have Bell Mead Reserve. They just don't call it cast strength anymore.
Oh, okay.
They haven't done that since like, I don't know, 2000 something, like 2 with double zeros on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have the bottle though.
Now, this is not as good as what it used to be, but it's still pretty good. For $60, it's all right.
Yep. Cheers, Groovy. Great to see you, brother. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers. Ahoy, ahoy, and all that. Oh, here's a put me in on Twisted. See? I saw that.
Oh, yeah, Twisted Art Lady. Glad to see
And
you, lady.
Groovy can put me in there as well. And I'll write Groovy down.
Ahoy.
There it is.
There it is. Put him in. Really, sure, Kitty. There's still a few bottles of the Bell Mead on the shelf. Dang.
Yeah.
Gotta snatch you one up, throw it in the bunker. Out. Oh, that's Whiskey Corner. He didn't say put me in. Whiskey Corner, say put me in, Carlos.
No, I already got Whiskey Corner. He typed put me in.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
He already done it.
Never mind. My fault.
You don't get on there twice.
Oh, I've got Groovy some samples already built up right now that I'm fixing to send to him.
Okay.
Man.
I want to say one thing. This hashtag right here is worth 55 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Oh, well, dang.
55.
All right.
That's not bad.
On this one.
That's over half of 100. We've only had one repeat winner so far.
All right.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer Art by Sparkle. I'm expecting Sugar Kitty to land on it again. What's up?
All right, Kathy. I got you some samples set up too right now. I've got you.
Yeah, you better send him. You better send her some shit, boy.
I think I've got three or four right now set aside for you.
Kathy's about to get a 24 nose and get 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C. Now she's already got the glass. I don't have one laser engraved right now, but I'm going to send her those things.
Oh, nice, cool running. That's some good whiskey. It really is.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I have the 12 though. I got I got the regular stuff.
Yeah, I don't have the white label. I have the 2006. Bell Mead cast strength. Yeah.
Yep. Old school stuff. The normal.
Yep. I have some old school stuff. I don't send samples of that out.
Well, he's Cool Running's not in the U.S., so he gets that special stuff.
Yeah.
They send all the good stuff out of the States. Come on, slackers. Keep some good stuff for us, but instead of sending it to everybody else, just like the Blanton stuff, all the good blends doesn't stay here in the U.S. They ship it out.
Whoa! Holy moly! Hang on.
You didn't fall down now, did you?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that's good. You bark a shin?
Damn! I forgot what I was drinking. Oh.
What, you need a water?
I thought I drank out of my snifter like I was drinking water.
Yeah.
My eyes are watering now.
Oh goodness. What was the last pour you had in there though? 120.
1920.
Yeah. 116. 115. Sorry.
Hang on. I turned that up and I went look, and I was like, "Whoa, that's whiskey," and I put it back down. Whoa.
Groovy.
Like a toddler in a grocery. Yep.
Ooh, I want that one.
Yeah, I want that one.
Dang, Big Daddy, you getting some snow? That's cool. Not me. I got the garage door open right now.
He said the show is getting interesting.
Oh, okay. I thought you said snow.
Whoa. Man, I picked that damn glass up. I had almost an ounce in there, and I don't know why. I picked it up and I was like, look. And went on that second look, I was like, oh, I'm on fire. That's bourbon, not water.
Yep. Jerry said there. Actual shot, not a sip.
Yeah, that was a good one there. That was two good glugs out of that thing. I think I'm gonna slow down now. Woo, man. Well, we're about to spin this, so if you don't have goodness gracious, if you don't have BMRE in there, hurry, because my alarm's going off. All right, let's see. We're going to present this. Woo! And you know what? If I slug whiskey, that's fine, but I need to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
Goodness
if you're going to do that, at least, pour it out of the neck.
But at least know I'm doing it. Gandy Road.
Hey, Gandy Road. Nice. I don't think he's won tonight, has he?
Wait, did I have? Yeah, I got Gandy. Okay. I started saying on the put me in. Yeah, I did. All right, here we go. We got to set this one up, though.
All right. Now, this is number 2 or 1?
2.
Lost count.
This is number
2.
2.
All righty.
Oh, everybody's going to know what this is.
Okay.
Oops. There. And I'll bring it up. Well, let me post it first because I'll make sure I did it right. It's Old Forester, 1920.
Is that what you just did? No. Oh, that's what you're drinking.
That's what I just took 2 big swigs out of like it was ice water.
Well, it happens occasionally.
Yeah, it does. I'm used to having a thing of ice water sitting here. And for whatever reason, I picked up that damn glass and I said, Duke. Oh, I had to go get some
that wasn't water.
Yeah, that was fire water.
Yeah, gonna get you one of these. Hydration is key.
I will, but guess what, guys? Here's something for everybody. And y'all can be excited for me, or you can just do this. I don't care. But I don't have to go back to work until January 2nd. That's awesome. Right now. I'm off tomorrow all the way through January 2nd.
Fantastic. Got to take some time off occasionally, brother.
Oh. And don't drink Old Forester. Don't drink Old Forester like ice water.
No. That will creep back up on you and slap you upside the back of the head. You got to watch it.
Especially after you've had several other pours of barrel proof stuff. Or not barrel proof, but high proof stuff.
High proof, yeah.
High proof.
Yeah.
Higher proof.
I think about what the biggest one you had tonight was like 125, maybe?
Yeah, that was I think it was the 1792 full proof. Yeah.
Yep, I think that's 125.
Yeah, somewhere along in there. I didn't go above. I don't think. Let's look back. Let's reflect. Okay. Let's reflect.
Okay.
So 114, of course.
Yeah.
120. And this varies depending on the thing. 125.
Nice twisted.
That's 115 basically.
Mm-hmm.
114.3. I had that one earlier, 115.
Yep.
That's around 108-ish. Yeah. 115 on the 1920. Yeah. Whoops. Look, I just gave the last one away.
Mm-hmm.
See how this works? If you're quick, you can go ahead and put the hashtag in. It'll work.
I think I know what that one was.
Yeah.
But that's a good one, though. And it's, as far as proof for the money, it's a little steeper on
it's the highest
the money-wise. One,
but here's why I put it as number 1 on the list, because I'm not saying every single one of them that comes out, and of course we're not there yet, but we're talking about Old Forester 1920 right now. But you can get some fantastic releases of it, but it's a hit or a miss, right?
Yeah.
And you're paying the same no matter what. But they're still good, even when you get one that's like, because here's the deal. Everybody wants to pay this price for the best they can get.
Yeah.
Right. But it's so much lower in price than bourbons that it will come out, and they release variances that aren't as good. And this one does too. But when theirs is good, it goes above the best of these.
Yeah.
And that's why I put it at number one, because it's like the lottery. If you go buy every bottle, yeah, you're going to get some misses here and there, but you're also going to get some big hits without spending $180, $200 on the bottle. So there you go. But
I need to gather you up some samples of that, because I've got probably 4 or 5 of different releases of that, the number one.
Okay.
So I could pour you a bunch of those samples and send those to you, and you can compare them.
Good luck, everybody. This is worth 60 interest, 60. Count them, 60. Bam! Twisted. Art lady.
Nice.
Twisted. Every time I say that now, they have that commercial out. I'm like, keep it twisted. Yeah, that's all right, last one. This one's worth 70. 70 inches.
Dang. 70.
And I'm telling you guys, they have released some of these that are freaking outstanding. Outstanding. And it's the ECBP.
ECBP? Yep. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And like you said, some of them
it's a hit or a miss
than others.
Yep.
The newest one, the latest one, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C9 C, what is it? The 23, 923. Mm-hmm. That one, 13 years and some change, 13 years 7 months, something like that. Old. It's pretty good. I've got a bottle of that, and I enjoyed it. It's quite tasty. It's a little oaky for my personal preference, but it's just me, Most people that I've heard online that are talking about it, they liked it. So I'm like, well, I'm going to try it, and it's good, but it's not quite my preference.
Here's the problem with the ECBPs. If you want to get the gem, you need to go get it as soon as it's released.
Yeah.
If you wait on the reviews and you wait to see, then it's all going to be gone. It's all going to get gone. If Fred Minnick and all these other ones say this is one of the best releases they've had, you're not going to be able to get it the next day.
Yeah.
It's gone. It's
exactly.
Gone.
Yeah.
Right.
You won't see it. You'll see it on secondary for stupid prices.
Yeah. And then you're paying $180 for a $70 bottle of whiskey. Right.
Exactly. And I don't know where secondary stuff is. So and I wouldn't pay those prices anyways. So I'm not going to go looking for that kind of crap. If I can't find it in the store, I'm not going to buy it. It's as simple as that. Because I live in Texas, so most people don't even ship to here. I can't even buy a bottle like from somewhere and have them shipped to Texas. Like, oh, we don't ship to Texas.
I bought a couple of bottles
from overseas or something like Ireland or Scotland or something like that. They might ship to Texas, but other than that, most people don't.
When I bought my first bottle of ECBP, the craze was not going yet. Everybody has their own little barrel proof, right?
Sure.
So I saw it. I was like, yeah, sure. It's only, and I think I got it for like $60, right?
Yeah, 60, 65.
65, somewhere along in there. And I was like, you know what? I like Elijah Craig as a base bourbon. Let me see what notes they have, right? And I grabbed it, and guess which one it was? B520.
Oh, the 20 version. That's not bad.
That's what put them on the freaking map. That's what started the craze, man. The B520 is really when it exploded. Now, it was starting to get a little buzz before that, but the B520, that put them on the map. And I was just lucky enough to grab that bottle. And now I've been chasing that unicorn ever since.
Oh, the shirt, y'all. If you don't know these guys,
Archangel.
Yep.
All right, we are at 8:25. We're going to spin this thing here very, very shortly. I'm going to get down to a 2-minute warning here in a minute, a few minutes. So if you follow the show, we start on time, we end on time. That's our thing. So this is for 70 entries. Let me see how many we have up here. We only have 20 on the wheel right now, so we could have some repeat offenders up here. But we are about to share this here in one more minute. I see Jerry, Cool Running got possible. The ECBP in there.
Yeah, I like Elijah Craig. I mean, it's pretty good. It's a good bourbon. But
like I said,
lately
they vary, and they'll come out with a good one every once in a while, and then you'll get some misses, but they're not bad. It's sort of
that's the problem. You're not going to get a bad Elijah Craig barrel proof. They're always going to be good.
Fulton, let me tell you this: I'm still in the process of watching that play, but I did see you in it. I've watched a while of it. But I'm on vacation now, and tomorrow or this weekend or something, I may watch the rest of it. But yeah, you're doing great in there, Fulton. I've seen enough of it. Big Cat got it in there. Well, now that Big Cat has it in, we can go ahead and spin. So, here we go. Good luck, everybody. We got Big Cat in there for the 21st entry.
Kitty's in there. I see Candy Road.
And we're going to land. Oh, wow. Art by Sparkle, the only one that's won more than once, has now won 3 times.
3 times. Got to spin it again.
This is why I start early. Because we could run through a bunch of folks. Alex has not won tonight. The Moose won the big one.
There we go. Nice.
All right, we got it. That was it, folks. That was it on the entries. I can close down the StreamYard giveaway, mere frickins. And let's see. I think Art by Sparkle is probably the big winner tonight.
I think she won like 3 times.
That is 165 entries tonight. That it can happen, but it can happen to anybody. Hey, last week during the giveaway show, Art by Sparkle got 10 entries. This week, and she put in all the stuff last week, just like everybody else, and all she got was to put me in. So I remember that distinctly. She got 10 entries. And this week, she's our top entry winner.
There you go.
But it's early in the quarter. Everybody has a chance to catch up. There's Kathy Bates.
Thank you, Kathy.
There we go. I had to write that down.
Corner. Cool.
Well, people are just grabbing them up. Now, I still have some more to give, but I'm going to wait a little bit. But I'll wait till next week. I'll give away some Christmas gifts or something. YouTube started where as the owner, host, whatever, I can gift so many entries per month. It's pretty cool.
Very nice.
I did 5 tonight. But the problem is, though, here's the deal. It's a quarterly giveaway, right?
Oh, yep.
So if I gift it to you now and you're not a member during the spin time, then you have to be present to win and all that. And you don't get extra entries, because I do give extra entries for those who are members. I had all that up that week. That's why I don't take entries for the spin on the night of the draw. But we are right at time right now. We are at 8:29, guys. We're going to wrap this up. I hope everybody had a good time. We had a good showing tonight. Always love doing this show. We'll be here week over week over week. But peace, love, and bourbon. We're about to be out of here.
Peace, love, bourbon, y'all. Cheers.